Yo team, this is Scorpius checking in. Been really busy here lately. Phone's been acting up, so I haven't been posting a lot. But we're on the Madeleine. It's a restaurant, and an older lady hit the wall with her vehicle, and of course they call on Scorpius to come and repair it, right? So tear out the wall. What used to be, what you're looking at, is an 8-foot by 3-foot window, a brick wall here, and this standing brick wall here. This one here is load bearing, but the one that I removed is not. That one there also stands for support, but it's not load bearing. And the one further down underneath that sign called Cyrus and Company is. Excuse me. So I cut out the railing. I got these tracks that are coming out. I just ripped it, and initially we were going to cut out the entire thing, demo the entire wall and reconstruct it. But as we peel back the layers of this wonderful onion, we discovered that some of the damage is not as bad as it looks. Okay, and so this is the wall. I still have to tear out that final piece. I'm gonna put a new floor plate down, and since it didn't affect the mortar and the brick system, it just pushed out the railing from our steel studs. I am going to tie a new stud, basically a scab, onto this one, but I'm going to fasten this guy down to the floor first. My foot rail, or my oh, by the way, I've been up for a long time, so as you can see, I'm only able to work here at night when restaurant hours are closed, and for that reason my brain ain't working too well, so I'll probably cut and edit my vocals. But the floor plate, and as you can see here, there's a little bit more spacing than at the top up there, and all I have to do is we're going to get some clamps and we're going to tie this in and bring it into a close so that this wall can get back plumb. Right now it's kind of sticking out. It's hard to tell at this point, but as it rises, it gets back plumb. And right here where the damage happened is where she hit. So it pushed out the railing as it was tied together along this little rail system of studs, and it pushed out that wall as well. It's not as dramatic over there, so we can put some clamps down and tie it back to the mortar. As you can see, the brick system and the mortar system, they did enclosed, so they mortared it right up against the sheathing for the stud, and not much airflow there. However, on this particular system of this side, we're going to go with the traditional appropriate way of doing our installation, even though there is some air flow going in through there between these stud gaps, as you can see. So I'm just going to follow it back because the insurance claim, they said, restored back to its prior state. So I'm going to do it how they said. And as you can see, these mortar clogs are flattened, which means they were based up against this drywall here, and we're just going to get it back pressed. So there's some electrical conduit, so I'll have to put some pressure buffers between the two. Once I put the clamps in, I may put it in this slot here and press it up against the brick with a tab of wood and close them in. I'll do about 3 on this side until I get that floor plate secured, and then I'll run my stud scab up from the floor plate in alignment with this guy and tie him in where he's at. I got 2 guys, but I sent them home because all of this I can do myself, and there's no reason to have them. And they did the majority of the labor tonight, which I appreciate. And once I get all that tied in, we're gonna run this cross beam and bracket back and have it back to its original state. Now, that second one I may or may not be able to align, but this one I will make extra reinforced so that it carries the weight of that stud over there. And the other ones in this row are essentially well and do not need doctoring, of course. Once that is complete, we'll start throwing up the sheathing on the outside, get the frame back set up, and then we will put up our drywall system as they had it prior. As you can see, it's still kind of nasty. I got to come up with a plan on how to join my drywall from the inside of the stud spacing so that I can bridge it with a tough corner, because we are putting this same subway tile back across that panel there and this entire wall red from the floor all the way up to the ceiling and across this bottom on this side. So it's going to be fun. We got to redo the countertop, of course, and it looks like it was some sort of epoxy countertop. It wasn't actually any type of granite or stone. And once we get that in, we're going to restore all of this down here and figure out, since this actual system was mortared with stone as well and shifted, we got to figure out how we're going to get it back to square one. I mostly think that it's impossible from within the store due to the fact the refrigerator not having heavy duty equipment enough to pull this thing back over. And even if we did pull it back over before the wall was up, we wouldn't be able to do our tile and other attachments that need to finish this product. Now, if we did it afterwards, then the wall would already be up and would not have any bracing or toe straps or anything that could just pull it back that way from the truck right there. And so it kind of defeats itself. And this is a heavy duty wall system. This is real rock, real mortar, and as you can see, it's firm to the floor. Very heavy, about probably a ton or maybe 1,500 pounds. Nah, not that much. Maybe about 900 to 1,100. Either way, though, it's a solid wall, but it has been pushed out. So the modifications that I'm going to have to make are going to differentiate from the beginning of the process, but that won't be an issue because we do good work. We got to fix this door here and just restore everything back to original form and format. It is currently about 3:30 in the morning, and I'll be doing night shifts until this project is complete. And I am extremely tired and alone. So if you want to come visit, come visit. I'll be here waiting for you with my little truckie and all my little tools. Huh? All right. So this is Skorpius giving you guys an update. Like, subscribe, join in, make your comments, give me some suggestions on how I should do that corner drywall right there, and enjoy. Thank you. Skorpius checking out.